Every day, millions of bright yellow buses crisscross towns and cities, all carrying their most precious cargo, people's children. But what makes a school bus so unmistakable? Not just in color, but in its entire design. And more importantly, how does this iconic vehicle keep kids as safe as possible on the way to and from school? It's easy to take school buses for granted. But behind every welded seam and every bolt in those lumbering machines lies an entire world of safety engineering, federal regulations, and manufacturing know-how. If you've ever wondered why school buses look the way they do, and not like ordinary city buses, this episode is all about revealing how those choices are deliberate responses to real-life safety challenges. Let's start with one of the first things you notice: the distinctive yellow color. School bus yellow isn't chosen just for tradition or nostalgia. The color is the product of careful research. Yellow, with just a hint of orange, is one of the most visible colors to the human eye under a wide range of lighting conditions. It stands out even on foggy mornings, rainy days, or amidst urban visual noise. The idea is to make the bus instantly recognizable and hard to miss, whether you're a distracted driver or a student waiting at the curb. This color has even been formalized and standardized in law. In the United States, school bus yellow has its own specification. Every bus manufacturer adheres strictly to this requirement. That decision was made decades ago, at a time when children relied on getting to school by farm wagon or even by foot, and accidents involving early motorized buses were a serious concern. The color scheme became an early example of safety design by consensus, setting a precedent for everything else about school buses that would come later. But visibility isn't just about paint. Those alternating flashing red and amber lights you see at the top of each bus are another crucial safety innovation. They didn't just happen. They were developed in response to the reality that children are most at risk not while riding the bus, but while getting on or off. These lights force surrounding drivers to pay attention. When the red lights flash, traffic in both directions is required to stop, and the bus extends that swing-out stop arm, another signature feature. This isn't just a polite suggestion, it's a legal mandate, again underlining just how seriously our rules and vehicle designs take child safety. Pause and consider that for a second. Regular city buses don't halt all traffic around them when they stop. The school bus is designed to be a moving zone of heightened awareness, a mobile safety bubble where the behavior of vehicles on the road is dictated by the vulnerabilities of its young passengers. Climb inside, and you'll find more hidden engineering at work. Probably the most counterintuitive choice: most school buses don't have seatbelts. That seems strange, given how much emphasis there is on buckling up in regular vehicles. The secret to school bus safety lies in a concept called compartmentalization. Instead of harnessing individual passengers, the seating arrangement itself is engineered to absorb force in a crash. Look at those tall, closely spaced, heavily padded seats. They're designed to act like protective eggshells or cushioned compartments, cradling children during sudden stops or impacts. The high, padded seat backs absorb energy, and the short distance between seats keeps passengers from flying forward. For younger children, who fit neatly within those protected zones, the system reduces injury risk without relying on every child remembering or being able to use a seatbelt. Why use this system? Partly practicality. Buses make frequent stops, with kids getting on and off all the time. It's proven easier to keep children grouped in a protected interior than to rely on seatbelt compliance among dozens of energetic passengers. And research over decades has validated the concept. Compartmentalization works for the kinds of impacts school buses are most likely to experience: frontal and rear collisions at relatively low speeds, Of course, compartmentalization isn't perfect. In recent years, more new buses do include seatbelts, especially three-point lap and shoulder belts, as advocates push for broader adoption. Yet, the underlying philosophy remains. The bus is designed as a whole environment of safety, where every layer, the structure, the materials, the routing rules, work together. Speaking of structure, let's talk about what's underneath the yellow skin. A school bus is built to embrace another safety principle, crashworthiness. That means the engineering not only tries to prevent accidents, but also minimizes harm if one does occur. The body is made with heavy-gauge steel beams running the length of the bus, reinforced joints at every critical intersection, and a high floor. The floor being elevated has two reasons. It prevents direct impact in most collisions with other vehicles, and it keeps exhaust fumes from exposure. Even the windows are made from tempered safety glass to avoid shattering into dangerous shards. Building a school bus is not a matter of simply assembling pieces in the right order. Each part is chosen for its contribution to the safety puzzle. There's the anti-skid raised flooring, designed to prevent slips as kids move up and down the aisle. Emergency exits abound. There are side exit windows, roof hatches, and a rear door, all clearly marked and required by regulation. And before a bus ever leaves the factory, it undergoes rigorous testing. Crash simulations, static rollover assessments, and durability trials, not unlike the testing of passenger vehicles, but with an extra emphasis on withstanding intense use and potential disaster scenarios. Because of all these requirements, school buses end up being some of the most heavily regulated vehicles on the road. That's why the manufacturing process is so specialized. Unlike regular city buses, which can be assembled from more universal designs, school buses are typically custom-built to strict federal and state specifications. Factories that assemble school buses don't just build the exterior shell. They also install all the electrical wiring for those flashing lights, ensure the safety systems like the stop arm and crossing gate work properly, and conduct test runs to ensure every part, from the horn to the hydraulic brakes, operates at peak performance. This rigorous attention to detail extends to the most mundane-seeming features. Even the mirrors, those oversized, multi-angled panels protruding from every school bus, are meticulously placed so drivers can see all around the vehicle, especially the so-called danger zone directly in front, where kids can be hard to spot. Some new models now even come equipped with additional camera systems and sensors, offering real-time video feeds and alarms whenever there's movement near the bus. Technology continues to add new layers to this complex safety ecosystem. Let's revisit an ancient line from Roman philosophy. If you want peace, prepare for war. In a sense, the entire design and assembly process of a school bus follows this paradox. By preparing for the very worst scenarios, accidents, distractions, unpredictable traffic, the bus becomes the most peaceful, routine vehicle trip a child might ever take. Design doesn't just stop when the bus is shipped from the factory floor. Ongoing maintenance is another pillar of the school bus safety story. Buses are inspected far more frequently than regular cars, and mechanics receive training specifically for the intricate needs of these vehicles. From brake testing to emergency equipment checks, each inspection is another link in the chain that keeps the system robust. Think about the sound of a school bus air-powered brakes, the firm thud of doors closing, the hiss of hydraulics. None of these are incidental. Every mechanical interaction is meant to project strength, reliability, and an implicit invitation to trust. For children, the familiar routine of waiting at a stop, boarding, and riding becomes a subconscious lesson in the invisible pillars of safety that support daily life. The school bus embodies a rare intersection of philosophy and engineering. At each step, design, assembly, maintenance, there's an understanding that the passengers can't be expected to protect themselves. Instead, responsibility lies with the designers, builders, and regulators. Each small feature is, in a quiet way, both a promise and a challenge. Do everything possible to protect those who can't do it for themselves. Now, reflect on this excerpt from Carl Sandburg's Fog. The fog comes on little cat feet. It sits looking over harbor and city on silent haunches and then moves on. As subtle as fog, the dangers of the road can arrive almost unnoticed, changing everything in an instant. But school buses, with their loud color and hulking presence, are designed to pierce that subtlety. By making danger visible and safety unavoidable, their design pushes away the fog of uncertainty. So the next time you see a school bus, remember you're looking at a machine where almost nothing is accidental. From the engineering of the frame, to the sharpness of the yellow paint, to the echoing alarms when the stop arm swings wide, it's a vehicle built around a simple idea. Safe passage, above all else, for the next generation. In this complicated world, where change is the only constant and risk is ever present, the humble yellow school bus stands as a quiet testament to the power of careful thought, collective effort, and the ongoing quest to make every journey a safe one.